Hey, Eagles fans! We're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Philadelphia Eagles. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. This way, you'll stay in the know and never miss any breaking news or exclusive content. The Philadelphia Eagles have firmly established themselves as the NFL's new benchmark, proving their dominance by crushing the Kansas City Chiefs 40-22 in Super Bowl 59. With this victory, the Eagles not only claimed the championship but sent a clear message to the league that they are now the team to beat. In a performance that showcased the team's full potential, the Eagles showed up ready to take control. The defense, ranked the best in the league during the regular season, delivered a masterclass in shutting down the Chiefs' high-powered offense, holding them to just 275 total yards. Meanwhile, Jalen Hurts displayed his dual-threat capabilities, carving up the Chiefs with both his legs and arm, leaving the Kansas City defense with few answers. It was a near-perfect game for the Eagles, who entered the postseason with a chip on their shoulder after a 2-2 start to the season. Since then, they had gone on a remarkable 16-1 run, culminating in their Super Bowl triumph. Their victory against the Chiefs was a statement of intent, cementing their place as the NFL's most complete team. Big shout-out to the defense. "They came out and set the tone," said running back Saquon Barkley. "We don't win that game without them." Offense, we came out, had a game plan. We knew that the focus would be on the run game, and we took advantage of it. We took advantage of it in the pass game. Jalen came out, played big, and it took a team effort. Coaches, everyone in the Eagles organization. It takes all of us. Despite not being the focal point of the offense, Hurts was the star of the game. He led the Eagles in rushing and passed with efficiency and poise. His performance was instrumental in guiding the team to a commanding lead, while the defense wreaked havoc on Patrick Mahomes, sacking him 6 times, the most he's ever been taken down in a game. The Eagles' defense was relentless from the outset. Defensive tackle Milton Williams capped off an unforgettable performance with a strip sack of Mahomes in the fourth quarter, forcing a fumble that allowed the Eagles to tack on another field goal, further solidifying their commanding lead. For the Eagles, this win was more than just a championship. It was a clear indication that they are the new measuring stick in the NFL. Hurts, who was named Super Bowl MVP, is only 26 years old, while star wide receivers Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown are 26 and 27, respectively. Barkley, the all-pro running back, is 28. The team's offensive line, which was the best in the league this season, is similarly young, and the defensive line is also filled with talent and potential. "The greatness of others makes you great," said head coach Nick Sirianni after the game. "You can't be great without the greatness of others." Great performance by everybody: offense, defense, special teams. It was clear from the first play of the game that the Eagles' defense had the Chiefs' number. They pressured Mahomes relentlessly, forcing the Kansas City offense to punt 5 times in the first half alone. The Chiefs managed just 1 first down during that stretch, and their 2 other drives ended in interceptions that helped turn the game into a one-sided affair. "We were on him right away," linebacker Zach Bond said. "We really knew we could hang with them, and they couldn't mess with us." The Eagles' defense was so dominant that Mahomes, one of the most elusive quarterbacks in the league, was sacked 6 times. On one of those sacks, Mahomes scrambled out of the pocket, but his pass across his body was intercepted by cornerback Cooper DeJean, who took the ball to the end zone for a touchdown that pushed the Eagles' lead to 17 points just before halftime. "We were just trying to stay locked in and stay in the moment," Bond said. "But the 4-man rush was key. We were getting pressure and collapsing the pocket." In the second half, the Eagles' defense continued to impose its will. A sack by Josh Sweat on Mahomes led to another interception, this time by Bond, who gave the Eagles a chance to extend their lead further. The Chiefs were simply unable to handle the Eagles' defensive intensity. "It's just who we are," Sweat said. "We've been playing like this all season." The Eagles' offensive line also played a crucial role in the victory. Hurts was hardly pressured by the Chiefs' defense and had time to make key throws. One of his best passes was a 46-yard touchdown to Devontae Smith, who helped extend the Eagles' lead in the third quarter. Hurts' performance was not flashy, but it was efficient. He completed 17 of his 22 passes for 221 yards, ran for 72 more, and played with composure throughout the game. While his numbers were not as impressive as in previous playoff games, Hurts' leadership and poise in critical moments were what truly stood out. "It's about us and how we approach things," Hurts said after the game. "Never get too high, never get too low, just process it. You have to be able to use these experiences you've had in the past because they are formative for the future." The Eagles' offensive line was also dominant in the running game. Barkley, who had been a key part of the offense throughout the season, was eclipsed by Hurts' rushing yards, as the quarterback was able to move the ball effectively on the ground when needed. The running game was key to the Eagles' ability to control the clock and keep the Chiefs' offense off the field. "We knew what to do," Brown said. "We've been here before, and we had that sour taste in our mouth. But you learn what's important during this week." The Eagles were not just playing for the championship, they were playing for redemption. The loss to the Chiefs in the 2023 Super Bowl had lingered in their minds all season, and this victory was their way of evening the score. Despite saying it wasn't about revenge, the team clearly wanted to make a statement against the team that had dethroned them the year before. "We're not chasing waterfalls," offensive lineman Lane Johnson said before the game. "It's not about revenge. It's about getting back to the work we've been doing all season." The Eagles have now firmly established themselves as the team to beat in the NFL. With a young, talented roster and a defense that is capable of dominating any opponent, the Eagles look poised to remain at the top of the league for years to come. "We're here to play the game and make sure that green confetti is falling at the end," said wide receiver A.J. Brown. "This wasn't a vacation. We were serious, and it showed." For the rest of the NFL, the message is clear. The Philadelphia Eagles are the new standard, and they are here to stay. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The Philadelphia Eagles are reportedly on the verge of making a blockbuster move that could significantly bolster their roster for the 2025 season. Sources close to the organization have revealed that the team is in advanced negotiations to acquire star wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins. The potential addition of Hopkins, a 5-time Pro Bowler and 3-time first-team All-Pro, has sent waves of excitement through the Eagles fanbase, as it could provide the team with a game-changing weapon on offense. Head coach Nick Sirianni, known for his enthusiasm and strategic mindset, has been vocal about the team's desire to add elite talent to their receiving core. When asked about the possibility of Hopkins joining the Eagles, Sirianni did not hold back his excitement. DeAndre is one of those players who can elevate an entire offense. His ability to make contested catches, his route-running precision, and his leadership on and off the field are exactly what we need to take this team to the next level, Sirianni said. "If we can get this deal done, it's going to be a huge win for us heading into 2025. Hopkins, who has consistently been one of the NFL's most reliable receivers, would bring a wealth of experience and production to Philadelphia. Over his career, he has amassed over 11,000 receiving yards and 71 touchdowns, showcasing his ability to perform at the highest level. His presence would not only provide quarterback Jalen Hurts with a premier target, but also alleviate pressure on the Eagles' other playmakers, such as A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. The Eagles' front office has been working tirelessly to ensure the deal goes through. While the specifics of the trade have not been disclosed, it is believed that the Eagles are willing to part with draft capital and possibly a player to secure Hopkins' services. General Manager Howie Roseman, known for his shrewd negotiating skills, has been at the forefront of these discussions. "We're always looking for ways to improve our team, and DeAndre is a player who can make an immediate impact," Roseman said in a recent interview. "We're optimistic about where things stand." For Hopkins, the move to Philadelphia could represent a fresh start and an opportunity to compete for a Super Bowl. The Eagles have established themselves as one of the NFC's premier teams, and adding a player of Hopkins' caliber could solidify their status as legitimate contenders. "I've always admired the Eagles organization and their commitment to winning," Hopkins said in a statement. "If this deal happens, I'm ready to give everything I've got to help bring a championship to Philadelphia." The potential acquisition of Hopkins has also sparked discussions about how he would fit into the Eagles' offensive scheme. Sirianni, known for his creative play calling, has already begun brainstorming ways to maximize Hopkins' talents. DeAndre is the kind of player who can do it all. Whether it's making tough catches in traffic, stretching the field vertically, or creating yards after the catch. He brings so much to the table, Sirianni explained. We'd be able to use him in a variety of ways to keep defenses guessing. The Eagles' current receiving core is already formidable, with A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith forming one of the league's most dynamic duos. Adding Hopkins to the mix would create a trio that could rival any in the NFL. Imagine having A.J., Devonta, and DeAndre on the field at the same time, Sirianni said with a grin. That's a nightmare for defensive coordinators. It opens up so many possibilities for us offensively. Hopkins' leadership and veteran presence would also be invaluable for the Eagles' younger players. At 32 years old, he has seen it all in the NFL and could serve as a mentor to the team's emerging stars. DeAndre has been through the highs and lows of this league, and his experience would be a huge asset for our locker room, Sirianni noted. He's a true professional, and I know our guys would learn a lot from him. The Eagles' pursuit of Hopkins is also a clear signal of their commitment to building a championship-caliber team around Jalen Hurts. Since taking over as the starting quarterback, Hurts has shown tremendous growth, and the organization is determined to surround him with the tools he needs to succeed. Jalen has worked incredibly hard to get to where he is, and we want to make sure we're doing everything we can to support him, Sirianni said. Adding a player like DeAndre would be a big step in that direction. While the deal is not yet finalized, the momentum behind the negotiations suggests that an agreement could be reached in the near future. Eagles fans, who have been eagerly awaiting news of a major acquisition, are already envisioning what Hopkins could bring to the team. Social media has been abuzz with excitement, with many fans expressing their hope that the deal gets done. For Hopkins, the opportunity to join a team with the Eagles' potential is undoubtedly appealing. After spending the majority of his career with the Houston Texans and a brief stint with the Arizona Cardinals, Hopkins is eager to compete for a title. I've accomplished a lot in this league, but winning a Super Bowl is the ultimate goal, Hopkins said. Philadelphia feels like the right place to make that happen. The Eagles' coaching staff is equally excited about the prospect of working with Hopkins. Wide receivers coach Aaron Moorhead, who has played a key role in developing the team's young talent, believes Hopkins would be a perfect fit. DeAndre is a technician when it comes to route running, and his attention to detail is second to none, Moorhead said. He's the kind of player who makes everyone around him better. As the negotiations continue, the Eagles remain focused on their long-term goals. The addition of Hopkins would not only address an immediate need, but also position the team for sustained success in the years to come. We're always thinking about how we can improve, not just for next season, but for the future, Sirianni said. DeAndre is a player who can help us achieve our goals in 2025 and beyond. The potential impact of Hopkins' arrival extends beyond the field. His presence would generate significant buzz around the team and could help attract other high-profile players who want to join a contender. When you add a player of DeAndre's caliber, it sends a message to the rest of the league, Sirianni said. It shows that we're serious about winning and that we're willing to do what it takes to build a championship team. For now, Eagles fans will have to wait patiently as the negotiations unfold. However, the possibility of adding a player of Hopkins' stature has already ignited a sense of optimism and anticipation. This is an exciting time for our organization and our fans, Sirianni said. We're working hard to make sure we're in the best position possible to compete for a championship, and DeAndre could be a big part of that. As the 2025 season approaches, the Eagles are poised to make a significant splash in the NFL landscape. If the deal for Hopkins is finalized, it could mark the beginning of a new era for the franchise, one defined by explosive offense, elite talent, and a relentless pursuit of greatness. We're building something special here, Sirianni said, and DeAndre Hopkins could be the missing piece we need to take it to the next level. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.